Hi everybody. Searching for that face. How you doing? What is up, my friends? Happy Saturday, happy October. How's it been so far? Gorgeous day where I am, gotta say. Pretty happy about it. We're gonna do a collab stream today. So you're going to give me some ideas. I'll yay or nay 'em, but we'll make a drawing based off stuff like that. I needed something to kind of unwind with. I didn't want to paint another Becker Burrow yet. I've got a couple ideas lined up, but nothing that's completely solidified. So I figured I'd draw today. And not only am I going to draw today, I'm going to use graphite. So... but also my usual tools, my markers and my whites, all that kind of stuff. Uber, thank you for the sub, buddy. How you doing? Thanks so much. Hi, Waco. Hi, Cavendish. Yeah, I had to mix it up. Like, I'm fine with finishing series, but man, sometimes I need to I need to mix things up or else I go crazy. Anybody feel me on that? So, I thought I'd talk about a little bit some kind of... I don't see people using these tools very much. Even graphite artists, I don't see using them. Like, graphite artists, I know, use things like this. They'll use these kind of pencils, which I'll use them a little bit because they do have different softnesses and darknesses and things like that. But they also just use regular mechanical pencils, you know, like this is a 0.7 soft lead, typical. And then you get into drafting pencils, which are more like this, which is a 9mm, 0.9. So that's a bit bigger. I prefer using bigger ones. And when I say bigger, I mean bigger. Like this is a chunk of lead. Right? So these to me are really, really nice to use. Because the problem with using leads that are smaller is you're going to get too specific too quick instead of getting the actual, you know, generic look of the thing down before you go into detailing. You'll end up being those, you know, one of those artists that's just drawing an eye like crazy and then where's everything else? It's like if you use big lead and big, like, even markers to, like, you know, plan out where things are going to be, you're going to have a more solid composition because, you know, you figured out where everything's going to go beforehand and you didn't just go straight into details. So using bigger tools is going to prevent you from going too detailed too quick. So I highly suggest if you're used to using like 0.7 or lower, give these other ones a shot. I think this one might have been a 2, because this is a 5.2, and if I remember when I bought this, I think it was a 2. Doesn't even say, which is kind of strange. Pretty sure it's a 2 though. So like this one's also a lead holder. They're called lead holders typically, and they have a very special sharpener you're supposed to use. I don't know where mine is because it's been a minute since I've used these, but what it is it's a cylinder and you put the lead in, you know, you give it some slack, and then you put it in and you actually go like this and it sharpens it. You don't actually like crank it or anything. You actually spin it. And it's really cute. I wish I could find mine. I don't know where it is. Like I said, it's been a while since I used lead. But this one is, you can see, is very dull. So I'm going to be getting pretty generic at first. And that's how you want to be. General to specific, not the other way around. Oh, hi, Alice. I'm so glad to be able to make one of your streams again. I'm glad, too. Even for a little bit. Yeah, you don't have to stay the whole time. Definitely not. I was planning on it being a shorter stream today, too, since it's just a drawing and we're going to collab together. So start thinking of ideas to throw me. Let's see what you got, and then we'll kind of synthesize something together. Also, let me know if my audio's screwed up. All that. But yeah, they have different graphite tools. So if you like graphite, but you don't like, the whole, I don't know, you feel like either the traditional pencils are just wah-wah, like these things, or if you've been using regular mechanical pencils for a while, give a lead holder a shot. I mean, this is a pretty good gateway drug, is the 0.9 millimeter. The basic mechanical pencil's around 0.7. Like if you just buy any mechanical pencil at a store, it's usually 0.7. So if you don't want to go crazy and get the 5 millimeter, try a 0.9 and then go up, maybe a little bit and get the 2 millimeter, and then go from there. Now you might be wondering, well, what about, your erasers and such? Some of them have erasers, most of them don't. As you can see, this one doesn't. Most drafting tools don't come with erasers. They expect you to kind of use your own. So you can usually use like kneaded erasers. I usually have 3 sizes around. So this is a Sumo Grip. These are great. I've got a bunch of these. Lots of these. And then a Mono, which is very small. And this one's kind of my medium one. So I usually have a little bit of an array, just in case. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions at any point. Oh, Fricka! Hi! I miss you. How are you? Hi, Weasel! Oh, I'm so glad you got to make it too. Thanks for coming. Let's see. Alright, so, give me some ideas. What you got? We got animals. We got doing things. They could be doing a craft. They could be knitting. They could be making ale. They could be making bread. Hibiscus. I will look up hibiscus. Fat dragons with tiny wings. Mice in Halloween costumes. Swashbuckling squirrels. Oh, those are all good. I'm well, Fricka. I'm still stressed as shit, per usual, but I'm okay. I just, for anybody who is on my Patreon who gets physical rewards, September's Clover cards went out Friday, and Clover cards and Guardians, if you get both, they went out today. So you should be getting them if you're in the US in the next 3 to 5 days, and then if you're overseas, probably the next week. So, hibiscus. Oh, those are cute. I really like that thing in the middle. Wow, these vary a lot. Why have I never looked at a hibiscus flower? Dang. These are fun! Oh, I definitely want to do something with that. A teabag creature. Oh, I love that. Turtles playing a hula hoop. Oh, that's cute too. A hedgehog's making pizza dough. Oh no, Fricka. Maybe let her know in a few days it's coming. They really are, Alice. Yeah, these are great. So instead of throwing out like an illustration idea, give me just nouns. Like, So Cavendish, you could have said like hedgehog, pizza, parachute, I don't know. Things like that. Like, it's easier for me to kind of synthesize an image when it's not given to me as an image, if that makes sense. I don't know if I want to directly dive into doing Halloween yet. So it's like, I could do a Halloween thing, but I don't know. I guess we could do something with like a witch, or I don't think I've ever drawn a witch mouse. Oh, I'm so glad, Fricka. I love sending her the envelopes. I hope she never grows too old for them. I've been getting worried that she's kind of getting a little too old for them. But I mean, if I've got adults who like my guardians and stuff, then come on, right? Oh, ghost animals. You know what I miss? I miss my Fey Reaper. I miss drawing her. Oh good, I'm glad she loves them. Let's see. If I did a... No, a teabag creature's good. I've actually made teabag creature like stickers that were for one of my guardians. So it'd be hard to not make it look like that, you know? We could, I'm trying to think if I could make that into a, into like a part of the illustration. Does she really, Fricka? Oh my god. I know, Alice. It's just I'd have to pull up all my references for her, and I just kind of wanted to draw from my head today. But I do miss drawing her quite a bit. Undercover bug. Oh, really? Oh, Alice. Well, next time I send you something, I'll try to remember to give you a new teabag creature. Because those were made for the Tiefly, if I remember right. I don't know, now I'm kind of digging on the witch mouse. Maybe a witch mouse with a pill bug as her, like, or no, it'd have to be like a, oh, maybe a little beetle. Hold on. Black beetle. It'd be cute if she had a beetle as her black cat. Oh, look at this chunky beetle boy. Oh, man. Okay. I'm kind of digging on this. Alright, so we could do... Let's see. I'm trying to think if I can use the tea bag in it, too. Maybe she's just making a big cauldron of tea. A kitty ear headband. That'd be kind of hard to fit in there, but maybe. I kind of just like the idea that it's the equivalent for a mouse, you know? So, alright, let's just do this. I haven't drawn a mouse in a while either, so comfort zone. We'll just go all over the place with this. Oh, but I want to make her kind of stout. And I want her to have a big floofy skirt. I don't want her hand to do that. I want her to have a really big hat. So everybody, tell me about your week. How'd your week go? Okay, maybe not a huge hat. Maybe we'll pull back from that. I always like witch hats that go forward instead of back. I don't know why. I think that's just a thing, a preference, you know. But yeah, give me some good news. If I can't have my own good news all the time, I want to hear from y'all. Give me some good news. Cavendish, you got your Pathfinder thing today? You started painting. Oh, Alice. That's exciting. Publish button on Amazon for the paperback and hardcover editions. Nice. Oh, that's going to be fun. Have you seen them yet? Did you order like samples beforehand? Or do you have to press publish before you can even see that? Oh, Parker even joined. Your sweet, sweet husband. Oh, I bet he had a blast. Oh, Expanse RPG. Like, Expanse like the show? Here I was saying I didn't want to go straight into Halloween, but okay. Whatever. I don't know if I want to give the beetle, like, feeler dingers. And I think I want his eyes down there. Oh, that's so cool. Is it an official like RPG, or did somebody just in your group kind of adapt the show for it? Oh, the rain canceled your mural fest? No. Oh, but last weekend you had a good art meeting? That's good. Well, I guess every weekend can't be great, right? What's making Bloodstone? That's great, by the way. Good for your band. How many legs do these motherfuckers have? 6. That's what I thought. And then I did want the hibiscus flowers in, but... Throw in your tea bag here, Waco. Usually I don't like to put in like human things in with stuff, because obviously this is a human-sized bag. But, whatever. I'll blur the line today, who cares? Now where am I gonna put this hibiscus? I want a hibiscus. Because, I mean, if this is a mouse, that's... hibiscus is going to be huge. Maybe I can't fit it in. I know they're faint. I'll try to darken them up soon. Or, you know what, I'll just darken the whole thing right now. Because I don't want to go dark too quick. I mean, whenever you're doing anything like this, do not go dark quick. You want to make sure your lines are very light, just in case, because you're still planning, you know? So I'm going to actually lower the brightness so you can hopefully see it. And then I'll darken it back up again, or lighten it back up again later. How's that? You see it for the moment? Yeah, there's a big old skirt. I wanted her to be kind of hovering, so I wanted the cauldron like on something. So let's put some wood, I guess, sticking in it. I'm gonna make some sort of contraption. I don't know if these exist. Whatever, I don't care. She's gonna have just raw wood on her floor burning. Who cares? It's a witch. They don't give a fuck. And then she'll be doing that, and then I kind of wanted her broom visible, but I don't want to make a big deal out of it. So maybe it's like in the back here. I like any brooms that are not traditional brooms. Like, I don't know. I like the idea of them being gnarly or like just having a puff at the end. Oh my god. There was a huge noise outside my window, and I looked, and it's these two guys who were driving a car that had this giant recliner in the back, and the recliner had just fallen out. A caterpillar for the brush? No! Baby! Oh man. I know it's grainy right now, it's because it's darker. I like the idea of just a cotton puff, honestly. I don't know why I like that idea, but ah, cute. That's cute. I like that Waco. And I'll have some magic going on here. Okay, so this is a decent whatever. From here, I'm going to switch to this one. Okay, now we're going to go darker. Okay. So this is when you can start darkening things up. I'm trying to figure out if I want her to have like certain kind of hair. I don't necessarily want her snout that pronounced either. Yeah, that's a bit better. Trying to figure out where their mouths is sometimes is like its own problem. Like depending on what kind of mouse I'm doing. I don't always do the same kind of mice. I have so many different kinds of mice I do. This is like the easiest mouse that I have in my repertoire. I don't know what you say. So this is on 5x7 paper. And I'll probably, if nobody claims it during the stream, I'll probably just put it up on my website. It's one of those drawings. Just kind of do. How do I want her hand to be? I guess kind of like that. But they only have 4 fingers, so I want her index to be a little bit more pronounced. Pinky looks wrong. There we go. Oh yeah, Cavendish, that's one of my favorite things to do is cracking open the dictionary looking for new shit. I love thesauruses too. I have a massive thing for thesauruses. I get happy every month when I get to write and I know I'm gonna just be digging into the thesaurus. I know it's so nerdy, I don't care. Myomancy, a form of divination based on watching the movements of mice. Wow. I'm gonna look that up. I've never heard of that. That's crazy. I did learn about, God, what was that? There was a clover card I did with an owl manifesting a rabbit, and he was a zoomancer or something. I forgot what I had called him. Fuck. Now I can't remember what it was. Oh, I can look it up. Okay, hold on. But it was like a certain type of mancy. Clover cards. There we go. A recipe for disaster. Yeah, zoomancer. So, did I might have made that up. Oh, maybe I made it up. Damn it. Well, never mind. Screw what I'm saying. I did hear about a different kind that I thought was really cool, and now I can't remember it. Oh, that drives me nuts. A photographer that turned his garden into... Oh, yeah. I follow him on Twitter. He's one of the updates I get all the time. I love him, and I love the guy that... I think his name's David. He did the beacorns. He had put up a video recently of one of his beacorns looking at a monarch coming out of its cocoon, or its chrysalis, and that was pretty magical. He like actually had a monarch that was coming out, and I thought that was really cool. I want her to have little puffy sleeves that are like cuffed. I think that'd be cute. I always have one hand that's like forcefully directing and the other one's kind of guiding. I feel like they're kind of the same, but I actually don't like that one as much as this other one. Maybe more open would be good, so you get some variety. My hand's too big. Aren't they cute? Oh my god. That's kind of what the hand I want to do has, so I just gotta make the fingers smaller. It's a bit better. This one will be covered with a lot of white anyway from the magic, so. Let's give her a cute little, like, shawl thing. I'm so sad because I had this whole story that I wanted to do this month, you know, because usually every October I do a new like story, like every day of the month I do a new part of the story. I am so behind on work that I don't have time, but I had a really fun idea for a story about a witch, and I'm really upset. I think I'll have to do it next year, but man, I hate being so damn busy. I really gotta get all these portraits done because it's killing me. It's literally killing me. My soul is dying. I almost had a breakdown the other day. So it's like 7 years straight of doing this shit, and I'm just like, I need a fucking break. I haven't had a single break. Driving me nuts. Oh, thanks, Alice. Only because I've done a lot of hands with reference. So don't think I'm not using reference ever, because the only reason I can draw them is because I've got them in my visual library or whatever, so. I do show my face. I did it last weekend. Today I just didn't feel like it because I'm not going to be on very long. It's okay, Alice. You know me. I'm always like overworked and stressed, but I'm managing, you know. It's just I have so many ambitions that I want to do, and you know, I don't have time to do them. Anyway, I don't want to bitch on my stream. So y'all know where I'm at. Right? I don't know, man. It sucks. I'll actually draw the tail here coming up. I might put something on her tail. I don't know. Also might be cute if it's really long. Let's make it really long. Aw, bummer, Cavendish. So close to your house, Sue. Dang. Did it get rescheduled at least? Ah, at a beach too? Is it really hard to walk around in those feet on sand? I would imagine. I mean, yeah, they're wide, but I could just see that still being a thing. So I'm trying to do this kind of quick, honestly. I have a lot I want to do today. It's a beautiful day. We've had a lot of great weather lately, which I feel absolutely fucking blessed about. This is what I wanted. I wanted this kind of weather, and I'm getting it, and I love it. I just wish I could be outside more, but I'm doing what I can. I've got all the windows open when I can, and all that shit, so. Not tried walking on sand? I don't imagine it being very fun. See, I don't know where I want her mouth to be. Like, it doesn't make sense in certain spots. Yeah, it doesn't, and it would be wider too, but I don't necessarily want it to be wide because it looks kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that one's okay. Oh, it's too wet? Oh. That could be rough. kind of tea should it be? Oh, maybe this should be hibiscus tea. Then we can use the hibiscus. Yeah? Let's do that. That makes sense. So, I'm not going to turn my sketchbook, but... Oh my god, that does not look like hibiscus. Oh my god. Is there such a thing as hibiscus tea? I would assume. There we go. This is one of those situations you definitely don't want to get too detailed because it's a symbol and it's small. So keep it simple. Beetles have little spiky legs. I love them. Oh, and there is a hibiscus tea. Nice. Oh, you wore Fritz's suit? Really? Interesting. And that's why it's a creature? I see. Deep between magenta red color. I'm trying to become more of a tea person. I'm a coffee person, but I also want to be a tea person. I don't want to be exclusively really one or the other, but I've been doing a lot of iced tea lately. I like black tea with honey and a little bit of lemon. I like licorice, what is it? It's like licorice peppermint tea by Tea Pigs. That's like my favorite tea. Like that shit I could drink every day and just chug it. But I don't like chamomile. I don't like normal teas that people like. I'm not into Earl Grey, bergamot, whatever the hell. I'm not into those. Hey, Troop. How you doing? How's your day? How's your week? Okay, so now that we're putting in the lines, I'm gonna make this look better because at this point it looks like shit. And then let's shift it to be closer to what it is. Yeah, that's about right. Except, I don't know why it's still kind of purpley. Either way. Half-baked idea, I could give it to my husband in my actual suit. Oh no, and you kept it, didn't you? You bastard, you just kept it. Cute. Oh, Cavendish. Now this part, since I wanted to make it like cotton, I'm not gonna really like fill it in. I'm gonna do that with the white later. Yeah, no, I'm not wearing that. Oh. So Cavendish doesn't have his own outfit? Is that what you're saying? I'm gonna make some random device here. Not real. Gonna just make it so it works for the actual mouse for her reasons. Sometimes you just gotta synthesize your own things. Something I always have a problem with is whenever I draw like flat on the table, it's always crooked, like it always comes out skewed. And I don't know if that's my brain or that I just never learned to accommodate for angle or some shit. I don't know. I can't even tell you how my brain figures that. But I usually have it where it comes out crooked. Anybody else have that problem? It's like you look at something and your perspective is like right, but it's skewed. Oh my god. It's so frustrating. This I want to be a board. Board. You've passed on the teabag monster to me. I have him now. Though I had him before, but now it's different. Now he's not just a creepy sticker, he also has just an disembodied personality. Oh, that's fair, Cavendish. Yeah, I mean, I would feel FOMO too. That makes total sense. Alright, I think this is good enough to do the next step. I'm going to take a picture of this for my patrons, so I can do my in-process GIFs I do. Alright. Clean it up a little bit. Weird little spinny bugs. Swirly bugs. You want to try it on? And they got you. And that's how they get you. Alright, so what I do at this point is I take the lightest marker I've got, which is the 10%, and then I go in here and I lightly figure out the lighting that I want. So it looks dark, but it's going to lighten up. And then once I figure out the lighting, I can kind of dig in more with the other markers and carve away at that rendering. So it works out. I think his face will be lit up, but the rest of him be whatever. Get out of here, swirly bug. And for this guy, his bottom's gonna be really light. This bug's gonna end up in my mouth. I know it. I fucking know it. I'm gonna eat this bug. Or breathe it in. That's more weird. It's tiny enough where I can breathe it in. Get out of here. you guys see the bug on the camera when it goes around? Do you see it? That's not fair. Man, but that is salesmanship. They know what they're doing. Go for them. But, I mean, maybe you tried on, let's say you did try on the raccoon one, and you were like, I am not a raccoon. And then you took it off. So maybe it's more, you know, you're thinking about the animal you were. And maybe it's not that, you know? I'm telling you, Swirly Bug, it's not gonna end well. Poor little bastard. Uh-oh. I lost my headphones. Hold on. A cute sloth? Uh-oh. I'm surprised that did sell out. I can see a lot of people liking this sloth. Oh my god. Alright. Sometimes doing things fast too is a nice kind of check-in with A, confidence, but B, like how much you actually retain and know. It's a test, you know, it's a nice test. That's why it's good to do things that aren't very polished sometimes, so you can, you know, check in with yourself. Because then you're running on instinct, you know? And sometimes that's a good way to gauge, like, okay, well, if I struggle at this one point, maybe I need to study this more or that more, you know? So I think it is good once in a while to actually go fast, be sloppy. I mean, there's a time and a place to do really nice, polished work, but I don't think it's all the time, you know? I don't think it has to be. I don't think it should be. I think you need to loosen up once in a while. I think anybody that takes themselves a little bit too seriously needs to loosen up, you know? Like, if you want to do perfect work all the time, that's just gonna make you crazy, you know? So don't do that. Don't do that. Don't make yourself crazy. Alright, and then here's the floor. She's there. I kind of want a shadow, but I know it wouldn't be exactly underneath her. So it's going to be a little bit offset. Because there's light from the fire, and then there's light from where her magic's going to be. Caribou! Thank you for the bits. Awesome. I can't tell you the last time I got bits. It's been a long time. How you doing? Thanks for coming to the stream. There's another vendor who had a really awesome Fox partial, and I was so tempted, but I had Cavendish on order, and they wanted $2K for it. Ah, that had to be kind of rough. Oh, thank you, Alice. Yeah, I want it to be kind of floofy. And then I'm going to go kind of dark on the cauldron because I want to make sure I get it dark, but not too dark. But you bought a bunch of Dragon Con. Oh man, thank you. First stream. Well, sorry I don't have my camera on today. Apologies for that. I was planning on just doing a really quick stream today. Usually on my streams, I'm doing, I've been doing my series of Bickerborough where they're watercolors. But today is just too nice a day. I have too much to do. And I was like, you know what? I love all my stream people, but man, I gotta just enjoy the day, work outside, not be at the computer. You know what I mean? So sorry this is a little bit of a different stream than normal, but you know how that is. Once in a while you just gotta, if you feel like being out, you gotta be out. I mean, I don't get outside too much, so. Oh, thank you. Right? Yeah, it's one of those things like you have to work with the markers for a long time to know the color they're actually going to be, or value, in this case value. But yeah, they usually dry probably 50 to 60% lighter than you put them down. And I'm going to blend these a bit better so they get down in there. And I'm okay with it being kind of streaky. We're just doing a really fast-paced drawing today. So we kind of figured out what we were going to do together as a chat. And then now I'm kind of just going for it. And I was saying how it's good to draw fast once in a while and not worry about perfection, because you just have to check in with yourself once in a while and see where your instincts lie. Because that's going to tell you about, the information you've retained from all your studies and everything. That's going to be a good indicator of what you've kept and what you still need to figure out. So definitely once in a while, just draw really fast, draw really sloppy, figure some stuff out. Because, figuring things out and experimenting and getting to a good endpoint is never pretty, It's not a pretty process. Break eggs, make omelets, that sort of thing. So in this case, I'm just going kind of as fast as I can. See what's happening. Because markers are kind of I don't want to say my comfort zone, but I'm very comfortable with markers. I use them majority of the time for my commissions, so just gonna go for it a lot of the time. And there's gonna be a lot of white too, so I don't want to get tempted to dig too deep into some of my darks here, because I want to make sure that I can, I have some space here for the whites. I wanted this to curve around, but I think I did it the wrong way. That's okay. That's okay. Yes, it should say Fulton, right? Does it? Yes, I will take the teabag creature. It's a teabag. Waco in the chat suggested a teabag creature, and I had already drawn one for some stickers, so I was like, alright, I'll just use him. Aw, Fricka. Thank you. You're so sweet. Okay, then yes, that is the correct city. If anybody ever sends me any, gifts or whatever, I try to send things back. Just as like a thank you for thinking of me. Alright. I think I don't know how much darker I want to get there. Maybe a little bit more. So 50%, That was my last one. Let's do a 60. It's gonna be pretty dark. I don't think that's gonna get much darker. This I think could. Then I'll go over the lines again at the end too. I don't think a black hat would get much lighter, honestly. Just on that front tip where it's exposed to the light. I think even there, I'm gonna make that a good amount darker too. Just a reminder to anybody, I've got a Patreon, and if you enjoy monthly stickers and stories, every month I do a new sticker and a new story. New set of stickers, actually. You get a whole set. Do I want her whole thing to be really dark? I don't think so. I might actually give her a vest. And then maybe it's a, oh, how am I gonna do that? There we go. I didn't like that the hat was the darkest thing she was wearing, so I'm gonna spice it up a bit. Maybe she's got like black lace on this, on the ends. And then I'll detail that later. She didn't have to be wearing all black just because she's a witch. Not a prerequisite. I'm gonna make that a different color, I think. I know right now it probably looks like blood or something, but I'll fix it. Give it time. All right. I'm gonna blend this a bit so it actually fades out into this other value I've got here. I know it looks darker, but you just gotta trust it. And the alcohol, grab it and pull it. Alright. It's actually not this dark either. Hold on. Oh, camera. Whoa. Bro. markers in general are magical. I love them. I love them. I love them. These are alcohol markers, so I can always figure out what value they're going to be when they're done drying. And they're brush tip, so make sure you always get brush tip if you want this kind of gradient system going on. But water markers, like water-based, do not work the same way. So if you like this, then you probably would really enjoy alcohol-based markers. I will, Fricka. Thank you so much for coming. I miss you so much. Alright, time for progress shot. For my patrons. Again, this is up for grabs, just like most of the things I do in my streams. So if anybody at any point wants it, you can have it. It'll probably be around, maybe for this one I'll do like 75 bucks. Or screw it, 65. We'll go cheaper. I'm going to need a scrap piece of paper for pumping this shit out. Yeah, it'll probably be 65 on here, and then once I put it on my website, we'll go a little bit more expensive. Hello? Come on, white pigment, where are you at? Yeah, this is where the pumped up stuff comes in. This is where the magic happens for me, is this stage. When I start actually doing this, oh, I get so excited. Alright, but before I even do that, I want to figure out where my magic's going. Thanks, Cavendish. Yeah, I'm gonna put some stuff in there. I think that'll be fun. Little broom pom-pom. Do I want to swoop around it, or do I want to... Oh, thank you both. You're so sweet. I appreciate the encouragement and the love. Thank you. I gotta think of how I want the magic to happen. Maybe it'd be nice if it was kind of a... Yeah, I actually dig that. Let's do that. But I gotta figure out what part I want to cover up on him, because it has to go around him, and I don't want to hide any of these weird things. So if I want it to go in the back there, that means it has to go over the front here, come around there. So I want it to be about even on both sides. Oh, like 75 bucks. But for on here, let's go 65. We'll do just 65. Not 750, holy shit. I'm not that cool. But 75 once it goes on my website, we'll say that. She looks too concerned. I don't like what the what the markers did to her eyes. She looks so like, that's not what I wanted for her. I'm gonna brighten her up. Let me do that real quick. 6H. Let's do that. There we go. Happier. Maybe I won't put glares in her eyes. I kind of like this, Jesus, this kind of Cuphead look. You know what I'm saying? Like that old school look of like, I don't know. I'll explain it later. You can if you want. Nobody's claimed it yet. It's still up for grabs. Hold on. Pencil sharpener. Gonna mute it. It is very you. I didn't even think about that. We are so similar. I was gonna originally just go over this again with pencils, but man, I don't know. I don't think it would really lend itself. Like, I love the boldness of just the colored pencil of the black, so I might just go with this. You know what? Maybe I'll just hash it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna cross hatch it. Screw the actual running. I want to cross hatch it. I think it would lend itself to the piece, honestly. T-Witch, T-Witch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. T-Witch. Hi, Box. Was he squealed a bit? Oh, I'm so glad. Well, this is kind of a collab piece from the chat. Someone had mentioned mouse and clothes. Someone else had mentioned hibiscus. I think Halloween came up at one point. I don't know, we kind of just got here. Which is, I think, just how it happens, you know? For those of you just coming in, how was your week? You have a good week? I hope you have as beautiful a day out today as I do here. It is gorgeous. Finally, the weather I like. Good God. There it is. That's what I was trying to do. Damn it. I'll figure that out right now because that is what I've been trying to do, you bastard. Does anybody else swear at the stuff they're working on even if they're not mad? Like swearing for fun? I do. I do. Alright, and that's gonna be a cotton ball. Oh yeah. Honestly, the tone paper for a long time was my go-to. It's my comfort zone. The watercolor's fairly new that I've been digging into so much. Like, that's kind of a new thing. But the tone paper is my, like, if you look way back on my profile, that's all I did for a long time. So it's kind of my origin story, I guess. It's not where I live, it's where I'm from. Let's put it that way. I'm one of those people, whenever somebody says, well, where are you from? I say, I'm from Minnesota. I live in Illinois. Because if I just say Illinois, they'll think I was, you know, raised in Illinois. It's like, no, I wasn't raised in Illinois. Because a lot of the time, if you find you're talking to somebody else from the area, you say, you know, I was from instead of live, they're going to ask you, oh my God, do you know this person? Or, you know, did you go to this school? And blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, I'm not from Illinois. So you have to eventually cover it anyway. So I usually say, I'm from Minnesota. I live in Illinois. That just covers a lot of bases quicker. But I'm from toned paper. I live in watercolor. back to the magic. It lets the light out. I like the best thing about this is that I don't have to waste my fucking time with the midtone. The midtone's just there. So I just have to worry about shadows and highlights, the most fun parts of the piece, in my opinion. So I don't have to worry about that other shit. But yeah, I'm not trying to treat this one with too much respect. I'm just going for it. Because like I said earlier, sometimes you gotta do a speed run to kind of assess where you're at with some skills. Like, I think it's a really good way to know if you're retaining things. Because then it's turned into muscle memory and intuition as opposed to just always having to think about it. And I think that's really exciting when you know something's become part of you. And that's when I think you know something's also been actually learned. So, test yourself once in a while. It's really fun. It's good for you. This is a hibiscus tea creature. Specifically hibiscus. Color of Sunlight in the chat wanted hibiscus. We're going hibiscus. Can't stop saying hibiscus. Hibisquick. It's the best kind of tea. I'll have to try it now that I've drawn it. I feel like that's a whole different thing. You know, if you've drawn something, it's like, oh, I'm a poser if I haven't tried it now, you know. Putsy, you're not a fan of it? Oh, you're in Minnesota. I'm so jealous. Putsy, you're in my home. What part of Minnesota? You don't have to say the town, but like, are you north, mid, south? Oh yeah, country of origin. Interesting. Good ass whooping. 7-Up. I like Sprite more than 7-Up. I'll be that guy. I do like Sprite more than 7-Up. We're going to my drippy magic. Who's ready? Now this part is my favorite part. This part I take some love on. Like, I will slow down for this. Oh. Today is our fall festival in my cute little town. I haven't been able to go yet since I've been here, but the town is really cute. This place is pretty adorable. It's very like Stars Hollow, if you know about Gilmore Girls. It's very much that. It's a little bit more run down than Stars Hollow, but it's still cute. It's still got that vibe. Sprobiscus. Sprobiscus. I could see that. Box, that sounds pretty good. 10-minute drive from IKEA. Okay. So I know where you are. You're like Mall of America, Bloomington area. That IKEA at least. I'm assuming that IKEA is still there. Oh man, I wonder how Mall of America's doing. Last time I was there, it started feeling really run down. It's just malls. Malls in general are just dying. It's really sad because malls are pretty cool, but They do take up a lot of space, but they definitely nostalgia machines. Oh, Egan, yeah. It's still there and thriving. Good. I'm glad to hear it's thriving. I worked there for a good amount of time during college. Actually, I worked at a caricature booth in the Mall of America. Imagine that. Imagine me doing caricatures. With airbrush, nonetheless. That was fun. Oh my god. That job, though, I feel like that job prepared me for my pet portrait future, because there is nothing worse than getting an unhappy caricature customer. So I absolutely got my share of unhappy people. And they're the type of people that just, no matter what you did, they're just not gonna have been happy. So, oh well. You do your best. Like those kind of jobs, like caricature jobs, oh man. Be nice to caricature artists. They have to deal with some shit. It was so packed that you left? Wow. Yeah, did you go on a weekend? I never went during the weekends because it was just a shit show. Absolute shit show. I can't do it. I couldn't do it. Really? Ghost Town? What? That's crazy. Maybe it's because they gave it such a stupid tagline of where friends meet. It's like no one's gonna go meet there if you tell them go meet there like that. Cheese corn dogs. What's up? What is up? So it's really cute, my town here that we live in. It's got this really adorable little windmill. Like it's like a legit windmill. I just learned today that they actually make and sell flour from it, but it's like in the middle of our town, which is crazy because I didn't know they made actual, like I knew it was a tourist thing, like you can go there and they tell you how flour is made from mills and blah 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 blah. I didn't know it was an actual functioning mill, so that was kind of cool. Oh dude, I know I'm biased, but I will still say Minnesota has the best state fair. Back me up, Putsy. We have the best state fair out of the entire country. Sorry. If that offends anybody, okay. But we really do. Like, just look at our list of state fair foods. Like, it's insane every year. Craziness. But every state fair has great food. Seriously. Like, oh my god, state fair food. But I think Minnesota's is known for the food. You worked at a bridal fair? What do you mean? Oh, what? At a bridal fair? Weird. That's not okay anywhere. That's so strange. No, I don't know anything about Chicago fairs. I'm talking about Minnesota's state fair is like the best state fair. I don't know shit about Chicago. You'd have to talk to my husband for that. He's born and bred Chicago, but not me, man. I don't know anything about Chicago. I lived in Geneva for 2 years, and then I moved out here. And out here is nothing Chicago. I don't know jack shit about it. So, you cannot offend me if you talk badly about Chicago. You might if you talk badly about Minnesota. Depends on what it is. But Chicago, free reign. Go for it. Oh, the Minnesota bridal shower. I see. Yeah, that would be weird. I'm going to just say that's the bridal shower, like, weirdness. I don't know. That seems like a very strange day. It seems like if you told people that story, no one would believe you. One of those days. Yeah, and SpongeBob was there. It's like, how drunk were you, dude? What was this bridal fair? What are you talking about? Alright, well, just want to make sure. Does anybody want to claim this then? Twillo, were you into it? If not, that's cool. I just want to know to put up the claim thing or not. So people know. Get this guy in here. No pressure though. If you don't, that's cool. If you do, that's cool. Either way, no worries. You are? Okay. Well, either Venmo or PayPal me 65. I'll put up that it's claimed. Or I think it'll be here. Yeah. There you go. Business with a partner for a coffee stand, and the partner named it Sippin' Buddha, and I was forbidden to rub my tongue if it was butter, not butter. Sippin' Buddha. Oh no, I read it as Buddha too. Oh no. So they misspelled Buddha? And they meant butter? Wait, what? Really? Oh god. And this is when you can start putting in details. But this is when the details come in. Not early on. Not in the beginning. Never in the beginning. Never put your details in the beginning. Oh, they meant Buddha? Oh no. But they spelled it wrong? Oh god. Ah. Okay. Oh my gosh. How embarrassing. They were probably just embarrassed by that point, I'm guessing. Oh, yeah. Know how to spell the name of your business. Jesus. Dum-dums. There she is. course, on a stream I dubbed a short stream. Here I am doing fucking cross hatching. Like, that is the epitome of slow. That is not what you want to do on a fast stream. Jenga, what's up? Thanks for the follow. How you doing? Welcome. Trying to pump out a quick piece today. Oh, thank you. I haven't seen Drop Dead Gorgeous, and I know I'm a bad Minnesotan for that, but when you discover that your brand name has a huge spelling error, you just have to own it and pretend you did that on purpose. Oh, God. At that point, have a Buddha made of butter or something. We were being cute and clever and spelling it that way because we meant to, not because we're stupid and don't know how to spell. Oh, man. I can't even imagine. I really can't. Like, wow. Yes, that's true. So for me, Cloverkin is apparently something that was a bad thing on 4chan a number of years ago. And I did Google it before I took the name, but I figured it'd been so long that no one would care. But it seems like it's a very small sect of people that know what it is or care what it is. But I think most people, even if they do know what it is, they know I didn't mean it, you know? Hi, Candle. No, actually, it's just my prompt. Just me drawing. Just me doing my Saturday stream. It goes well, Jenga. Oh, do you know Waco? Do you know each other? Yeah, we did kind of a chat collab today, so I asked people in the chat some things, and I kind of added in some things, so it kind of just came to be. We sketched it during the first half an hour, I think, of the stream, and then from there, just kind of grew into this. I'm just trying to do a fast one today. Usually on my streams, I'm doing some watercolor of a specific series, but today, I'm just being chill. I'm doing a just random piece, so I figured I'd do a random one to sell, just in case anybody wanted it. And if anybody likes my work and you like stories and stickers, every month I have a sticker tier where you get a story associated with a creature that I create and do a story about. And you get a sticker set. It's like a little sticker sheet. And then I have another tier that's like little prints that come with their own stories. So if you're into that, check out my Patreon. They're cheap too. They're only like $4 and $6. So if you like both ideas, you can also multi-tier and get both things if you'd like both. You would just join the Curious Collector tier and add on the $4, and I'll know that you also want Clover cards. So, and if anybody here wants both and you're just on one, you can do that anytime. Well, thank you, Candle. You're a banana? What? Is Cavendish a type of banana? I didn't even realize. Oh, cute. You guys know each other. That's great. Aw. Yeah, I used to do my Inktobers and whatever. I've actually got... This was an Inktober I did. funny enough. This was made 2014. So every page of this I made during an Inktober in 2014, every day. And then when it was done, I wrote a story to it. So you can get this on my website too. But got some of my buddies that did some. My husband did one. My old roommate Tim did one. My other roommate Tyler did one. I think I only had 4. Did I only have 4? I think I did. Yeah. So, I mean, you can do whatever you want for Inktober. I didn't even use the prompts. I just said every day I'm going to do an ink drawing. And I did it with the same character. And then by the end, I was able to do a book with it. So you can use Inktober or any of the obers to your own, end. And I'm a storyteller, so I write stories. I make books. I do stories, whatever. So I used it to, my gain, how I would use it. I like thinking of projects kind of as products sometimes. It helps me to take kind of a professional look at them, professional deadline, that sort of thing. So that's why I kind of did it that way. I want this to be lace, but I also don't want it to be crazy, intricate. So I'm trying to get across the idea of lace without making it nutty. Because I didn't want it to look like blood either. So there's a couple ways to make it look like lace. So I have to get across a pattern at a glance. Otherwise it's going to look like something else. Aw, thank you. I love that you also said Brian Froud. A lot of people like that one because it's very Brian Froud-esque, and I'm over the moon about that comparison because I love him. Prints? Waco? What do you mean? I make tons of prints. But are you referring to anything in particular? Like prints of pages of this, or prints of... What do you mean? 4th year doing Inktober. Nice. Love the challenge. It's just to finish daily piece. Do it any day of the year. I will say for my first 3 years of Instagram, I got my most followers when I was doing a piece a day. So don't let it stop at Inktober. Keep going. And just make sure to always keep it kind of light. Don't make it, don't go crazy over perfection or anything like that. That'll make you crazy. But explain it to my mother today and she got interested. Oh yeah. And it's so important, in my opinion, to work with ink just because of the unforgiving nature of it. I think you learn so much more when you're not able to erase. So, and I think a lot of people have problems with drawing heavy and erasing too much and things like that. So just skipping straight to pen. And I mean, if you're still scared about going, to micron level, use a ballpoint pen. ballpoint pens are great. They have a great, like, amount of gradation to just the pen itself, just like a regular Bic pen. And that'll ease you into the idea of not being able to erase, but also having the ability to kind of plan first. So, yeah, Stream Ink's great. I haven't ever done Stream Ink, but I always end up streaming on the days they're doing it. But I've done Inktober, and I think I did it from like whenever Jake Parker started it. I did it up until probably 2018, and then I just got too busy with my own work, which sucks because I would like to still do it. But if you're interested in monthly challenges and you want one that's more story-based, my husband and I actually do one in June. And yeah, you missed it, but you can do it any day of the year as we leave up and do the same prompts every year. So if you're interested in that, if you ever want to like illustrate and write your own story, check out Journey June, because that's going to really help you. If you've never written a story before, this should interest you, because we teach you how to do a story from beginning to end. We make it easy, so you chunk like a little bit off every day, and it's made for having a story at the end of a month. So give it a go, because once in a while my husband we both will just do a one-off story. Like, I think it was 2 Februaries ago, I just felt like doing a story in a month. And if you go on my Instagram, you can actually still see it. If you go on my Instagram and you go to, hello, this one here, it's the light mouse. If you click this one, this is a whole story that you can read, technically. It's basically like a panel for panel story. So it takes you through the whole thing. And then I've got another one here under the Fae Reaper. If you go to this one is, I think this was last year's Inktober, but it'll tell you what the hashtag is, and where is it? Oh my god, it doesn't. Ashley. Well, hashtag Fae Reaper. So if you do hashtag Fae Reaper on Instagram, you do that, you can look at this whole story. This was another story I did in a month. I think it was Inktober 2021, yeah. So you can follow this story, and I wrote little things underneath it. So don't just do your Inktober post. Make a narrative. If you end up making a character you like, write a story to it. Why not? Right? Sometimes a narrative's really nice. So you can go through these, and it's all about a Reaper that's a fairy and how their system works. Like, do they take fairies? Do they take bugs? You know, this is one of my favorites. This is like a funeral procession with a snail, and all these guys died, and she's taking them to the other side. So if you're interested in this, I think I still actually even have a few originals left. If you go to that Fae Reaper one and you go to here, yeah, so I have a good amount of originals of that left. I think half, because the other ones sold out. So I've still got this many, and they're about, was it 3x3? So I did them each on, I used a Post-it note, and I put the Post-it note on my toned paper, and then I traced it, and every day it would just fit in a Post-it note size. So that made it really nice and easy to do it. And you can see how they, they're kind of tiny. But it made it so it was easy to do, even though I was really busy for the month. Anyway. Oh, so cute, Candle. Well, I hope she has fun with it. Yeah, the controversy with Inktober is messed up. However, it's like I dug into it a bit more, and now I can't tell who's right. Like, it does look like he plagiarized him, but he also doesn't. I don't know. It's really weird if you look at all sides of it. Like, if you look at recent stuff with it, things have, like, come to light about one side, and just dig into it and, I guess, figure it out for yourself. I feel like Inktober has grown beyond Jake Parker. I know he tried to, like, it's his idea and he started it and everything, but I feel like when people say Inktober now, they don't even mean that promptless necessarily. They might mean just in general. They might not even know about his thing, so it's tough. It is tough to talk about it, but I don't know him personally to know if he's just a lame person in general, but yeah, it's hard to tell. Honestly, things on the internet, I would want to side with the person that's claiming that they were plagiarized, but I mean, you got to look at both sides, and it's tough, especially on the internet. It's really hard to figure out who's right, And either way, I feel like the idea of Inktober has brought about such positive outcomes for a lot of people that it's just grown beyond him. So regardless of how you feel about him, I think the actual event is beyond it now. Personally, that's just how I feel. I know a lot of people don't feel that way, but Totally. And I feel like people are just mainly using it still for, the hashtag and being able to get discovered and for other people to find them and things. It's a nice way to, like, network at a specific time of year, and to find new people and all that. I feel like we shouldn't burn down the whole event just because of one person, because it has so much positivity to it and such good things that have happened to it or happened because of it. I mean, including me, like, one of my best things I've ever made came out of that event. And I know a lot of people who have done similar things, and it's like, why would we want to prevent that for other people just because of something he did or, what have you. So I don't know. Them's my 2 cents. Yeah, and I mean, the other thing is, don't feel like you have to post it. I know a lot of people feel pressure with that. You do not have to post jack shit. Just use it for you. Make it a relaxing thing. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. That whole thing. Seriously. Don't stress out. If anything, it's supposed to be a non-stressful thing. Just get a sketchbook. Ruin the first page of the sketchbook, by the way. If you have a problem with, like, perfectionism and you get anxiety with new sketchbooks, ruin the first page. This was one of the best things I ever figured out. Ruin the first page, and then the rest of the book, everything will be better than that first page. So then you don't have to really worry about it anymore. And then you can also use that first page as like a test page. If you get any new materials, you can kind of, use that as, testing or trying your pens, making sure they're not clogged. Things like that. It's the best thing you can do. Yeah, man. It'll help, I promise. If you've got that anxiety, definitely. Oh, Candle. I can't even watch those type of shows anymore because I just get I get caught up in the people, I get caught up in the drama, and it takes away from the creative experience for me, so I don't even watch those shows. I can't watch, like, Face Off or anything because it's not about the creativity. Like, I don't know if it even ever was at any point. It's just been about the drama, and I can't deal with that. So I don't even watch those shows. They stress me out way too much. Personally, I just can't. Which cat, Waco? Oh, and that's a good reason to have it box. I mean, you don't even have to have it, public if you don't want it to be. Is the chocolatier one the one with, I think his name is Armory Gouchon? I've been following him for a very long time on Facebook, and the fact he got his own show, oh my god. That dude is so positive and just cool. He has a really sweet face. He's amazing at sculpting chocolate. Is it that guy? Oh my god. He's just a sweetheart. If his show is like he is, I think I would watch it. Oh, good. Okay, maybe I'll watch his then. Thank you. So yeah, I don't want to watch anything negative anymore. Like, I can't watch The Office even. The Office now makes me super cringy. Like, so cringy. Instead, I watch, like, Parks and Rec, or just something that's not, like, cringe humor. I just can't do it anymore, man. I've got to just watch things that just make me feel good. I don't know. Maybe some of you know what I'm talking about. It's just, I don't want to put anything negative in me anymore. I'm just tired of it. Maybe that's why I don't have many real life friends either, because I just I avoid drama so much that I just avoid people, I think. Oh, really? Candle, I'm the first you watched that mentioned Face Off? It's crazy. Oh, I haven't heard of her, Waco. Oh, no. Oh, who cares? I mean, if she messed up the order, she's still doing the prompts, though. Who cares about the order? I think she should still get credit for doing it. Oh, yeah. Definitely. I will always watch a documentary. Oh, Heartstopper was so good. That was a total feel-good one. I loved that. At very different times of the day. Is she overseas? Like, is she non-US? Maybe that's why she streams at a different time. Because right now it's like 4 o'clock where I am, so. Y'all, look at this. I didn't even finish inking her fucking tail. Oh, God. Such is life. I have, like, I don't want to call it... Well, it is, though. It's kind of like illustration ADD. Like, I'll start in one spot, and I'll move over to another spot, and I'll forget that I was working on another spot, and it's bad. No, I didn't do it on purpose. I did have a character, though, in one of my stories where her magic did come from her tail. And actually, you can read that one on my Instagram, too. That one should be under Mage Mouse. I did that in, I think, 2015. Wait. Who else is using this? Maybe I did Mouse Mage. Hold on. Maybe it was under Symbols of Symbols. Oh my god, what did I put it under? Bro. Oh my god, I can't even remember my own freaking hashtag. Alright, well, give me a minute to find that. That's an older one. But yeah, that one, I was using her magic in her tail. God, that was years ago. Years ago. I can't remember my own hashtag. I need to just make a thing that shows all the hashtags of all the stories I've made on my Instagram, because there's no way you're going to find them otherwise. Like, zero way. I mean, unless you go all the way back. All the way back on my Instagram. Should be getting close to it. It's before I started all my pet portraits. Oh, my other Inktober, actually. My biggest one that I still have to make. I did it 3 years in a row. This is my Inktober. It was just a bunch of books. And I'm gonna make a book of books. And like I said, I think I have to at least have 60, 100 plus. Well, come on, you don't want to load? Like, I was doing books for like 3 years. Oh, bye, Jenga. Thanks so much for coming. It was great to meet you too. I hope you have a good stream. Oh, bye, Candle. Thanks, homie. Yeah, I did a bunch of these. So I want to write a little blurb about each one, but I have to actually, like, you know, get going. But I was going back. God, I really want to find it. Because, yeah, her whole thing was that magic was coming out of her tail. I made it into a physical book, but I sold out of them, so I never made another one, like another run of it. Because, man, I hand-bound those, and those were their own bit of trouble. Some of you in the chat might have that one. That's a Symbols of Symbols book. Cavendish, I think you have it. I did it in, like, 2015. Actually, this one is, like, it's her. It's this character. And she used her tail to cast. I just gotta find it, and then you can read the story. There it is. Oh my god, I didn't even give it a no, I had to have. Oh my god. Well, under daily story bits, if you go under that hashtag, there's someone else was using it for a while, but there's a few stories in here One is about this fat owl and a mouse that was helping him. There's another one about a mouse who does some necromancy and brings back his lover, I guess. There's another one, yeah, with this mouse and her magic that she used her tail for. It was a fun one. That was another one I just did every day a little bit. But yeah, daily story bits. A lot of people started using that hashtag. I don't know why. Ugh. Anyway. And this is why it's important to make sure that your hashtags aren't used by other people. And to make them kind of specific so that other people can't use them easily. Ugh. I should have done like Cloverkin Mage Mouse. No one's going to use that, you know. So you gotta think about hashtags are just folders that anyone can look at or use. So if you want something to be your folder, you have to make sure it's specific to you and not generic, you know. If you want to be able to find your own stuff. Hold on, gotta do sharpener. Alright. Yeah, a lot of people don't seem to use hashtags appropriately. Like, they don't know how to use them. I had friends who would just hashtag, like, you know, my dog and stuff like that. And it's like, no, homie, that's going to bring up everybody else that used my dog. Like, you don't know how to use your hashtags here. So, it's important, if you don't know how to use hashtags, you learn how to use hashtags. Otherwise, you're going to be confused. Like, why are there other people's things here? This was supposed to just be my thing. It's like, no. Gangsters. Oh no. Not dog. Dog. Not D-A-W-G. D-O-G. Like if somebody's putting up pictures of their dog and they just hashtag my dog and they think they'll just be able to find their pictures if they do that, no. I had a friend who did that and it was like, no, that's not how hashtags work. My buddy. My guy. Okay, I think we're basically at the end of this. If anybody has anything else they want to talk about, let me know. Otherwise, Cree, I'll be sending this out probably Monday or Tuesday. That's okay. Assuming they're not holidays I'm forgetting about for some reason. I do that a lot. Every time I'm like, I'm gonna ship it this day, I find out it's like a holiday. Like, damn it. Oh, Box, I didn't even read that. He went in for an interview for a reality show. He wasn't drama-filled enough. Yeah, so I hear that they have to either have that aspect to them, or like they want you to sign a contract that says they can make you into a character that would fit the show, which would be like, oh my god. That's my likeness though, man. No, I didn't say this specifically, but if you want one, I can sell one to you. If anybody ever wants like a specific print of something I do, just let me know and I'll make one, and then you can just buy that. So if you send me like, I don't know, I guess for this like $15. Though if you're overseas, we're gonna have to talk because I don't think this will fit in a regular thing. I'll have to get back to you on how much shipping would be, but it shouldn't be that much. So yeah, if you want a print of it, just hit me up. I'll let you know. 15 plus shipping, whatever that'll be. Did you want a specific, like, what do you mean? I can make one for you, Waco. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm okay with that. I mean, were you hoping I made one, like, mass-produced? Or I'm confused, I guess. I think this cauldron needs a couple more dirty spots. It's too pristine. I mean, it probably wouldn't be over like $30, but yeah, I can understand. I usually try to send them in an envelope, like just a little envelope. So I mean, I don't think shipping would be more than $10 probably. I can look into it for you if you're really interested. I mean, you know, just so you know. I really don't think it would be too much. If this was a little bit smaller, I could send it for $1. But if I use an envelope that's just a little bit bigger, I still might be able to. So I just gotta find the envelope. I mean, if you're okay with me making the print a little smaller than this, then yeah, I can absolutely send it. If you just want to give me $15, I'll just send it in an envelope. Then it'll only be like $1 for a global stamp, basically. Sure. No pressure. Yeah, there we go. I think this is good. How's it look, Cree? You want me to do anything to it? Or do you like it? Hi, Churney. Thank you. I appreciate that. How you doing? I guess I want to do a quick one today, and I feel like it wasn't exactly quick, but it was faster than, you know, normal, and I enjoyed it, so. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Well, good. Do you want any changes to anything? Anything darker, lighter, what have you? That cut and puff broom. You like that shit? Glad. I would think a cotton puff broom would be nice, especially if you can sit your ass on that part. That would be sweet. I don't know why witches always putting their naughty bits on this part. I mean, put them on the other part, you know? Choke up on that thing. He's like her little black cat. He's her little familiar guy. He's just a little sweetie. There we go. Some steam coming off this bitch. Alright. Yeah, I think we're good. Highlight these areas so you can see his little feet. Little bug peats. And drag this out a bit too. Otherwise, alright. After I do this, I'm gonna go. Because Gabe still has to go out. And it's already 4 o'clock. So, yeah. Oh my god, I didn't even like highlight the dress. Holy shit. See, that's what I'm talking about. I have like illustration ADD. Oh my god. Well, I'm probably not going to raid anybody just because I'm going to peel out pretty quick, but just know there are people streaming like art for stream art things. So go check out, what's it called? Streaming? I think that. And check out the artists under that tag. Oh, this turned out pretty fun. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to type here just in case for Waco. Hi, Evie. We're just ending. Again, for anybody who... Oh, yeah, y'all. Here, we can do that. So, Waco, just message me if you end up wanting it. Otherwise, it's cool. Thank you, Evie. My patrons, if you're waiting on your Patreon rewards, they went out yesterday and today. So they should be there within a week, for sure, if you're in the US. Otherwise, overseas, it'll probably be around a week. Yeah, bye, everybody. We can go raid Jenga. What was Jenga's full name, Waco? It was... shit. It was Jenga something. 136? Oh my god, it's on my screen, isn't it? Ugh. Completely forgot about that. Alright, let's go raid them. Everybody have a good week. I'll be back on Saturday, probably doing another Bicker Burrow, but we'll see how I feel. Otherwise, yeah, have a good week. Have fun. I'll see you later, okay? We will do... damn it. /raid Jenga 136. All right, rating. Yeah, thank you all so much for coming and for supporting me and for being wonderful. I am so thankful. You don't even know, dude. Seriously, I'm so grateful. Every time. All right, let's go. See you next time.
This page right now, but so did you finish? Okay, y'all don't even know how adorable Cloverkin stuff is. Like, wow. Like, I need you to go and follow them immediately. Like, that's Jenga rule. Go follow Cloverkin, give them love. Super cute. That mouse, the mouse witch with the little tea bags. I love it. And like your whole Faye thing, like I was looking through like your story because I added you on Instagram and everything, and like, and just so good. And I think like right when I was getting finalized stuff, like you were showing up, you're into it. You did like a bunch of books, like grimoires, and it was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh, Shirley, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. So anyway, so welcome to the stream. As I was saying, I usually do like a day 0 one, a day 0 stream for Inktober. But, oh, thank you so much for the follow, Cloverkin. Thank you. I usually do like a day 0 one where I test my papers and I test my inks, and we talk about that. We talk about like how different types of inks react to different types of papers, and like different ways that you can apply the ink onto the paper. Like it's one of those few times where I like just geek out over art supplies. I didn't do that this time because life is life and busy is busy. So I referred back to the last year's stuff because I still had a bunch of paper. And what paper did I have? That was the toss-up from last year to this year's. Must eat. Hangar, thank you so much. Oh yeah, go eat. Go do your cooldown. Go do what you gotta do to like come down from the stream and get foods. Yes. Thank you so much for the raid, Cloverkin. I really